ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Today we are going to discuss about the avatar that has not yet taken place. In 12th Canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd chapter, it talks about the foretellings. Kya kya hoga Kali Yuga mein? These are the foretellings, very beautifully given. Description is elaborate, but not very pleasing. Just imagine, only 5,000 years have passed. Still 4,27,000 years are still remaining. It's huge span, isn't it? Sometimes people say, "Abhi pralay ho jayega, abhi pralay ho jayega." Ho hi nahi raha. Kaise hoga? Because still time is there. It's not going to happen so quickly. 4,27,000 years are still there. Now, what is going to happen? That is given in Srimad Bhagavatam. See, Srimad Bhagavatam was written by Vyasadeva 5,000 years back. For the people of Kali Yuga, because before that books were not needed. Not that because people are not reading before, because people are remembering, they were all Shrutidhar. Ek baar sun liye, bas, pure life ke liye yaad ho gaya. But we are not like that. When someone asks us, what did you eat in the breakfast, we have to think for a minute. Yaad hai aap log ko? So we have to think, because what to do, our memories are like that. Manda sumanda matayoh, manda. Therefore, Shastra was needed for us, and therefore Vyasadeva, he wrote it for all of us. And while describing all the pastimes of various incarnations, Vyasadeva also told what's going to happen in the age of Kali. Very deadly description. Already many things are taking place, and many things are about to come, and indications are already there now. So what are the symptoms of Kali Yuga? 12th Canto, 2nd chapter, Shloka 1 to 16. This elaborately describes symptoms of Kali Yuga. I made an acronym called CRUSHED. CRUSHED. How everything gets crushed in the age of Kali. C. Collapse of genuine relationships. See, in the age of Kali, the first thing that will take place, it's already started. Men and women, they live together merely out of superficial attraction. All glories to the co-live PGs. So since I'm also serving as the director of ISKCON Young Men's Forum, so every Sunday evening our boys go out for doing outreach to invite boys, other boys for the program. So they were telling me most of the gents PGs have turned now into co-live. And they were asking me, Prabhuji, should we go into co-live PG and register the boys? I said, you can go, but come back. Pata chala wo bhi udhar hi ruk gaya. What will happen? Very deadly. Just because of superficial attraction, people are staying together. Therefore, we say love at first sight, divorce at first fight. That's what is going on. And also another very important thing, womanliness and manliness. These are all statements of Bhagavatam. I have not created anything. As it is, I am just describing. Womanliness and manliness will be judged based on how expert one is in having sex. If you cannot fulfill your partner's desire, satisfy his sexual appetite, then you are not considered as a good partner. Then people divorce and that's separate. Marriage will be just verbal agreement. With time, abhi already start ho gaya. But with time, marriage will just be a verbal agreement. No ritual, no ceremony. Already I hear so many people saying, why waste so much of money in marriage? हो गया शादी, just बोल दिया I love you, you love me, done. What is there? It's all bogus, out of fashion. See, marriages play an important role. The ceremony I'm talking about. Yes. Very, very important. Why such grand ceremony? What is the celebration all about? Can someone tell me what is celebration? Because I don't have experience. Share.
Sure.
Oh, sure. That is one aspect. Yes. And
They had called us when
okay, that was they came to our marriage, so we have to go. They gave us this much gift. We will also give this much only. Yes. Yeah. Actually, it's a celebration. You know what's a celebration? Celebration is one man and one woman. They're committing to each other that in future, henceforth, I'll never look at another person. That's a very big thing. In fact, that is also renunciation only. Just imagine a man is telling a woman that apart from you, I will not look at anyone else. I renounce all the females of this world. That was also renunciation. Good level of renunciation. So that's the ceremony all about, where in front of everyone, the male and female, they declare that we both will stay chaste to each other. But now, with time, that will go away because people don't want to remain chaste to each other. Yes. एक घर में, एक office में. Husband will also have like that, wife will also have like that. Yes. Very unfortunate. By the way, it has all started already. I don't know where it will go to. And with time, the family relationships will shrink. Before it was joint family, 30 people staying together. Very difficult to imagine also 30 people. And then it came down, then. Now it's 4 people staying together. And with time it will be 2. Husband, wife. That's how it's going to be. So this is collapse of genuine relationship. And also, just a tangent, you see, how much are the relationship valued now in Kali Yuga? How much the kids are valuing the relationship called parents? Husband and wife, they having a good relationship, how much that is valued? And how much is the relationship valued when it comes to relatives, etc.? See how with time everything is collapsing? As you can make up? I just hope that at least 2 people stay in the house in future. पता चला दोनों अलग-अलग घर में. You never know. That can also be possible. This is C, collapse of genuine relationship. R, religion forgotten. So religion will be forgotten. So when it comes to dharma, there are the legs of dharma: truthfulness, cleanliness, mercy, tapasya, even tolerance can be included. All this will gradually diminish. Are you all seeing that happening? Yes. It will surely happen more. Mercy and all is lost only, completely. Anything flying, crawling, walking is cut and put in the restaurant. My God, very dangerous. Those snakes hanging in the Chinese market, fetus hanging in the Chinese, Japanese market. My God, very difficult. There is some traces of Varnashrama still remaining, and it will pick up by the endeavors of ISKCON devotees, no doubt. There is a lot of talk going on, and it will pick up. 10,000 years is the golden period that is going on now. So we all are part of golden period. After 10,000 years, obviously in this 10,000 years, bhakti will go high, Varnashrama system will go high, many people will get benefited. But once the 10,000 years are over, the actual Kali Yuga will begin. Abhi actual wala nahi chal raha hai. Abhi wo kehte trailer. That is going on. The actual movie is still remaining. That will begin. That will begin very soon after 10,000 years. So now, when the Varnashrama will pick up nicely and everything will be set up properly, everyone will know their Varna and Ashrama and other things. But once the 10,000 years are done and Kali Yuga is at full force, the entire Varnashrama will collapse again. Vedic path will be completely forgotten. Now only when we go out for book distribution, people say, Bhagavad Gita, I don't believe in all this. I don't believe in all this. Muh pe bolte directly, I don't believe in all this. The people in India, they have so much of guts to say, I don't believe in Bhagavad Gita. Can you imagine? In the name of modernization, people feel that this is all out of fashion. Just imagine after 10,000 years what's going to happen. Completely forgotten. Sacred places will be reduced to just some water bodies. When people want to go and see some water bodies, they'll go to some sacred places. Chaliye, let's go to Vrindavan. And there we'll see some pond. Yes. In fact, it's also described with time, all these holy places will wind up. Now only we can see Govardhan, huge it was. Now it has shrunk. And with time it will become flat. Can you imagine in future people would say, यहाँ एक time पे गोवर्धन हुआ करता था. That time will come. Yes. We are so fortunate. Can you imagine? We all get to take darshan of Govardhan, go around and do parikrama and things like that. So with time the holy places will wind up. And then people would say, एक time ये हुआ करता था, ये हुआ करता था, वो हुआ करता था. That will just remain some pond of water or something. River to I'll not say because I don't know if rivers will exist also at that time. But some pit with some water. This is what we can say. And mostly, even if there is some religion that will exist, it will be atheistic only. Not believing in Vedic scriptures. And all propagation of atheism. No existence of God. No existence of form of God. And so on and so forth. And even the ashram of various monks, sages, it will just become like another house. All nonsense will take place there also. And the goal of life will be only one. What is the goal of life now? Okay, goal of life of devotees? Krishna Prem. There's only one goal. We want to attain Krishna Prem. In general, what's the goal of people around? Sense gratification. Sense gratification thoda fir bhi high level ho gaya. With time, the goal will be just to fill the belly. That will be the goal. That's what Bhagavatam is saying. Just to fill the belly will be the goal of people. And whoever practices little religion, little dharma, they'll do it for name and fame. For prestige. Hum bhi karte hain kuch. And also, now when people have to, those who are cultured, they feel that if they have to come in public, they should be pure enough and things like that. Yes, they should be dressed properly. They should have good character. They will behave also nicely in public. But with time, in the age of Kali, people will consider if I take bath and go out, I think that's enough. That's pure. There's no need to do anything else. This is called as religion will be forgotten. It's a collapse of genuine relationship. Religion will be forgotten. Unnatural disasters and suffering. What are natural disasters? Like a drought, famine, earthquake. There was some earthquake in some country, right? It was huge. Many people died. Tsunami. Natural. Cold, heat, rain, etc. When it increases, that also is a problem. So it is described, earth will be tormented by extreme weather. Bangalore was not like this. So much of heat. No, it was always cool. Therefore, all IT companies came here. But now look at the situation. So hot. Cold, wind, heat, rain, snow. Everything will be at its peak. And people will suffer greatly from, this is there, they'll suffer from that. Along with that, they'll suffer from quarrels. For small things, people will have big fights. That's anyways a symptom of Kali Yuga. Hunger, thirst. Just imagine when, in the past, when people were saying that in future we have to buy water, others would laugh at them. Oh, what are you saying? How is that possible? Now look at us. we buy water. Agar nahi hai pani to nahi hai, that's it. Then you have to go to the shop and get. Till then you're thirsty only. My God, look at the situation. I don't know, there are sayings that we have to buy air also. I hope that doesn't happen. But you never know. Never know. Huh? Air purifiers have come. Yes, air purifiers have come. Disease and severe anxiety. Disease, anyways, one pandemic was an example. Many such diseases will come. And more than that, people will suffer from anxiety. anxiety attack. So many people are suffering, even now, currently also. Forget about, I don't know what is going to happen after 10,000 years. Now itself people are suffering because of anxiety, fear, this and that, depression, suicidal thoughts. Very difficult. Natural disaster like droughts will ruin society. I think this is just a trailer that is going on in Bangalore also. Yes. No proper rains and etc. etc. In future, droughts will be very common. Very, very common. And people will be harassed by famine, no doubt. Shortage of food. But more than that, people will be harassed by excessive tax. Are you all able to resonate? Yes, excessive tax. And the tax will be so much that people will be forced, it seems, to eat leaves, roots, honey, fruits, flowers, and seeds. Anyone wants to wait till that point? Today's class is an inspiration to go back this very life. I was just talking that before 10,000 years finish, we should go back home back to Godhead. This very life we should go back home back to Godhead. So one devotee was telling, Prabhu, जिस तरीके से हम भक्ति कर रहे हैं, ऐसे लग रहा है कि कल्की का दर्शन करके ही जाएंगे. Plants and herbs will shrink and trees will become stunned and fruitless. Trees will shorten. And we are seeing that, hybrid and this and that, whatever is coming. Mango trees are so short. You just plug the fruits and take. Another worst part, I don't know how many of you are aware, maybe the ones who have farming background will be aware, that previously if you grow some whatever seeds, plants, whatever, if you grow that, from that plant only you will get seeds and those seeds you can sow and then it will grow. Now, the seeds have to be gotten from government. You sow that, it will come. And the seeds that come out from the plant, if you sow, plants will not come. You have to buy again from the government. My God. Look at what is happening. So you can imagine unnatural disasters and suffering. How great that will be. S. Superficial status. Now also it's there, but still it will become very emphatic. Wealth alone will be considered the sign of a person's good birth, behavior and fine qualities. Agar paisa hai, you are great. You are very charactered, you are very cultured, your behavior is very nice if you are very rich. So social status in general, in the Vedic times, was based on qualities that the person has. And as the Kali Yuga proceeds, social status will be based on income of the person and not character. No one looks for character. Even today, so many people, they are more interested in money than character. Very unfortunate. People will be judged as unholy if they don't have money. You are not pure. Why? Because you don't have money. This will come. Now at least I think there is some humanity. Some respect people give based on human beings, etc. But with time this is going to happen. And who will be considered as scholars? The ones, nowadays, now who is considered as scholars? The ones who know Shastra, they are considered as scholars. In future, whoever can juggle with words very nicely, they will be considered as scholars. Wow, kya answer diya, very nice. Kisi ko samajh mein nahi aaya kya bola. Amazing answer, amazing answer. Such a person will be considered as scholar. And a person's spiritual position will be determined by external symbols. What you're wearing, based on that, it will be determined that how spiritual you are. And Brahmanas, just by wearing the thread, you'll be called as Brahmana. That's it. No need of any qualities. And you can see that now also. But at least now it's just a glimpse. I had gone to, in 2017 this was, I had gone to one PG for inviting some boys for the program. So I convinced one boy to register for Gita course. And he got convinced also. And then I was giving him the pass, and that we have Krishna and Arjun's photo. So I was giving him the pass. He said, no, I cannot touch. So when I was talking to him initially, he said, oh, very nice, Gita and all we know. We are from Brahman family. We know, we are from Brahman family. So ये सब हमने बहुत किया है पहले ही. But since you have come, I'll come to your place. I'll attend your Gita class. And then when I was giving him the pass, he said, no, I cannot take. And what happened? No, just now I ate non-veg. See, you are seeing that thread that is hanging? No, not here anymore. He was telling me like that. Can you see that thread hanging from there? That's my Janev. So now I'll go take bath, then I'll be pure, then I'll put it around myself. Now we have such type of brahmanas existing. Now imagine in future what's going to happen. My God, very difficult to comprehend also what's going to happen in future. A person's spiritual position will change based on external appearance. Just by wearing saffron cloth, the person will be called as renounced. Just by wearing saffron clothes, just by changing hairstyle, he will be called as renounced. And things like that. And all social classes will be reduced to the lowest level of Shudras. Now at least there is some inclination to be a Brahmana, Kshatriya, etc. In future only Shudras will exist, nothing else. And also in the social class, in the society, anyone who is politically strong will take over the throne in the country. You can see that happening now as well. Qualification doesn't matter. What matters is, if he is politically strong, he can take over the position. So this is superficial status. H. Health will degrade. Now itself. See, you people are still, you have crossed maybe late 30s or 40s maybe. Yes. So the class which I take for youth boys, they are around 25, less than 25. They'll be like, Now all this will go on. They want to sit on chair. They want to, they say, I'm getting acid problem, this problem and that problem. 19-year-old boy was telling me this. I got acid problem. I cannot take this particular foodstuff. Very nice. Have you heard teenagers getting diabetes? Yes. Heart attacks? Yes. Kids only. But still, that might be hereditary. Yes. But due to lifestyle also, nowadays people get very, very dangerous. So talking about health, lifespan will drastically reduce and max will be 50. Max. Actually, it will be less than that. I heard 16 at one place. 16. But max is 50. Now people say, no, max. What is the max now? 70. I think 80, 90 also we have some people still. Yes, 80, 90 are also still there. But max it will be 50. I think if someone crosses 50, he'll be given an award. Congratulations. Congratulations. Physical strength will reduce and bodily size will also reduce. So you'll see now, previously 6 feet, 7 feet and all was okay. Now it's going down. 5 feet, 4 feet. I don't know how much will be the later one. Tree size will reduce, along with that our size will also reduce. Use of gadgets, correct? Correct. So you can imagine with time, the height will reduce, physical strength. Actually, physical strength is a big question mark. Now, even if any grandparents are present in our family, you will see how strong they are. Yes. They'll be able to pick huge vessels and huge things. And for us, little bit we lift and then, catch. Very sad. Memory and intelligence will fade. Now only our memory has degraded so much. Think about what is going to happen. And it's but obvious as well. Because when you have OneNote, when you have other apps, why do you need this? Just put everything there. Not done. And another very important thing. Beauty will be judged by hairstyle. So it doesn't matter how your face is, but if you have nice hairstyle, then you're done. Now also you see, people have such wonderful hairstyle. Today I saw one boy, his hair was still here like this. I thought a little bit more than he has to look like this. If there is no hair, what's the problem? I don't want it comes for me. And I have to shave again and again. And there are people, hair is not there and they want to transplant one hair. Why? What's the need? Because they're not their problem. Actually, in the age of Kali Yuga, that's how the beauty will be seen. If you have a good hairstyle, you're beautiful. Therefore, you'll see those people who are born with curly hair, they want straight. The ones who have straight hair, they want curly hair. ऐसे करते करते no hair. Then you transplant again. Where will go towards?
We are on track.
Okay, we are on track. Yes, correct. We are helping Srimad Bhagavatam's prophecy come true. E. So we have seen C, collapse of relationships. Then our religion, yes, will degrade or religion will be forgotten. U, unnatural calamities or disasters. S, superficial status just based on externals. H, health will degrade. E, ethics will be lost. Ethical values, moral values, all lost. If someone is a very good hypocrite, he'll be respected. अंदर कुछ लेकिन बाहर सब कुछ अच्छा. Such a person will be respected. And what will be the truthfulness, in future? If someone speaks boldly, that is truth. That will be truth. If someone speaks boldly, he is truthful. And who is an expert man? One who can maintain the family, he will be called as expert. Because to keep family together at that time will be very difficult. If someone is able to maintain the family, expert. And the occupation of people, profession of people will be based on chori, stealing, jhoot bolna, lying, violence. I don't know if you are understanding the gravity also of all this. Can you imagine everyone around will be chor? How will be that? Just think about it. Everyone around is chor. You lock and you go, the lock is stolen. Lock will be stolen. Can you imagine? There are places where dogs are tied outside, dogs are stolen. And people cook the dog and eat. That is also a recipe, in one place. And we are on track. And law and justice. Who will get law and justice? The one who will be powerful, he will get law and justice. Weak ones and all, there is no sustenance of weak people in Kali Yuga. You have to be a hypocrite. Even if you are weak externally, you have to show that you are strong. Then you can sustain in future. Yes. And business will thrive on only two things. Jhoot bolna, cheating karna. All business will be based on that. Lying and cheating. So this is E. Ethics will be lost. D. The last one. Degraded society or destruction of society. See, now itself there is so much of corruption and this and that. You can imagine corruption at the peak. Corruption at the peak. Very difficult to imagine only. So, corruption in government and police will be no better than common criminals. They will also act like criminals only. Can you imagine you have been a victim of some crime? You go to police station and guess what? That person will also commit crime against you. क्या करेंगे उस time पे? What will you do? And very clearly it is given in Srimad Bhagavatam. Kings will behave like robbers. What the kings will steal, what these politicians will steal in future, they will steal property of people and they will steal the wife of a person. That is also given very clearly. I don't know, some people might be happy also. Le jao, I'll get another one. You never know. And very unfortunate situation, common citizens will have no protection. You can I think a glimpse was Bangladesh issue. It was just a glimpse of Kali Yuga, I guess. All the devotees who were there, followers of Sanatana Dharma or whatever, for them it was very difficult. There was no protection as such. You never know who will just come to your house and beat you up and just destroy everything. So that will be the case everywhere in the age of Kali Yuga. Srimad Bhagavatam is giving the prophecy. They will be subjected to worst of crimes with no solution. I don't know what it means by worst of crimes. Now still, murder, rape, kidnapping, etc. It takes place and then it's still in the hidden way. All these things will be just exposed. Openly it will be done. Openly. Everyone will be fighting with each other, and the world will slide into a state of constant war and chaos. Looks like people at the top in the country, they know that there is some strains between our country and some other countries, it seems. So it's just a glimpse. It will all begin, and there's all fights around. So this is the entire description of Kali Yuga in future. कैसे लग रहा है? हरि बोल. Yes. Very good. Horrible. Horrible. Yes. In fact, Prabhupada also mentions in one of his lectures, he says, many lectures he says, that in future getting vegetables and fruits will be very difficult. Getting sugar and flour will be very difficult. Grains will be difficult. Prabhupada says this. People will eat raw flesh. People will become cannibals, eat each other. There is one place in some country. There is a remote place where they have a festival called Grandfather Festival. You know that? What's that? When the grandfather goes to certain age, ceremoniously they will kill him. Ceremoniously, everyone will come together. It's a festival. Please come today. We want to kill our grandfather. Please come, everyone. And then, ceremony, all house decorated, everything, and they'll kill. They'll cook that grandfather and eat. That's going on, Haribol. That's going on already. All future grandfathers, Haribol. So this is going to happen. This is anyways happening. Now I can imagine what's going to take place in future. Therefore, one thing is very clear, that with time, especially now see, 10,000 years span, golden period is going on, bhakti is going to go higher and higher. Many people will become devotees. Many people. Yes. And Bangalore will become the first Krishna conscious city very soon. That's the prophecy, so it's going to happen anyways. So, as the time proceeds and as 10,000 years get over, the problem that will come is, with all these problems, all this chaos that we have discussed, crushed, see, collapse of our genuine relationship, our religion will be forgotten, unnatural disaster and suffering, S, superficial status, health, H, health will degrade, E, ethics will be lost, D, degraded society. With all this, the devotees will not be able to stay in such a society. You know what will happen? When everyone will become godless around, the devotees, sages, they'll all leave the place and they'll take shelter in the caves. They'll go to a remote place where you'll not find all this. They'll get into caves. And also it is described, devotees will leave India and go. That situation is also going to come. What to do? Very unfortunate. They leave pious land like India. At this point of time, then the avatar of Kalki is expected. This was a build-up till now, to understand what will the situation. So, in the 4 Yuga, in one Divya Yuga, we have Satyug, Tretayug, Dwapayug, Kaliyug. Okay. So now, Satyug, Tretayug, when there's a transition, that's called Sandhya period. Then from Tretayug to Dwapayug, there is Sandhya, there's a transition period. Dwapayug to Kaliyug, there's a transition period. Now, Kaliyug to Satyug, there will be a transition period. So, after 4,27,000 years, the transition period will begin. Now, in that transition period, Kalki avatar is going to appear. I heard there are already many Kalkis who have taken birth. Is it? No, someone was telling me. No, there is nothing like that given. Sandhya time is going to come, not now. A lot of time is there for that. See, when we read Shastra and get authentic information, we will never get cheated by cheaters. Problem is we don't read Shastra. And as soon as people say that some Kalki avatar is there, I heard some 5 Chaitanya Mahaprabhus also moving around, it seems. 6 Kalkis and 5 Chaitanya Mahaprabhus. I don't know why Krishna has not appeared yet. So that's going on around. Therefore, if you don't have knowledge from Shastra, we'll believe all this, get cheated. And after getting cheated, what we'll say? Oh, this is all bogus. This religion is bogus. This dharma is bogus. I'll not follow anything. Better I'll do sense gratification. This is what will take place. Talking about Kalki avatar, let's rewind a little bit. There's a personality called Swayambhuva Manu. Everyone know Swayambhuva Manu? Yes, son of Brahma. So Swayambhuva Manu, he did a lot of tapasya at a place called Naimisha on the bank of Gomati river. And when he did a lot of tapasya, Lord appeared in front of him and he gave benedictions to him. And the ask from the side of Swayambhuva Manu was that please appear as my son. So like we have the pastimes of Prishni Garbha, Sutapa, Kashyapa and Diti and Devaki and Vasudev. Like that we also have it here, where Swayambhuva Manu, he asked that you please become my son. Now when this was asked, so at that time, Lord granted him saying that 3 times I'll become your son. First time is described is Lord Ram and Swayambhuva Manu was Dasharath. Second time, now this was a little bewildering. Second time, looks like Swayambhuva Manu was also one of the person in Vasudev, because the second incarnation in which Lord said that I'll be there is Krishna. So as Devaki and Vasudev. And the final one is the Kalki avatar. And Swayambhuva Manu is going to appear and his name would be Vishnu Yashah. What? Vishnu Yashah. So this is the name. And Devaki, Kaushalya, so these personalities, they will be appearing as Sumati. So these are the 2 personalities, great personalities. When there will be no devotees, open, there will be few will be hiding here and there. Some righteous people will still exist. And one of the illustrious Brahmana at that time will be this personality called Vishnu Yasha and his good wife Sumati. Now it is described that these 2 personalities will be staying in a village called Shambhala. Looks like it is there somewhere in North India. I don't know if that is the same place, because 4,27,000 years. What if all the names change? So you don't know, which place this will be. So they will be staying there, and Lord Kalki will appear to both of them in that particular place. It is very beautifully described that so there are some personalities who are still there, living for something which is going to come in future. So Parshuram is one such personality, who is also avatar of the Lord. So Parshuram will become the guru of Kalki. And Parshuram will teach him various different things, and especially the art of discharging arrows. This art. Shukadeva Goswami is also still there. So transcendental knowledge to Kalki will be given by Shukadeva Goswami. And Kalki will get a powerful weapon. And that weapon will be given by Lord Shiva. So this is a description that comes in Puranas. And from Sri Lanka, a very beautiful personality called Padmavati or Padma, she will be married to Kalki. So Kalki will be having Padmavati as one of his consorts. There will be another consort and her name will be Rama. So Padmavati and Rama. So these 2 personalities. Now Padmavati will take birth in the womb of Kaumudi, the wife of Brihadrata, the king of Sri Lanka in future. Looks like that place will be called as Simhala in future. When we read all this, it's so fascinating that all future is mentioned here. Now what will be the qualities of Kalki? First, he will possess great energy, great intelligence, great power. And just with his sankalpa, with his thought, weapons will come wherever he is, vehicles will come wherever he is, warriors, arms and armors, everything will come at his command, just by his thought, sankalpa. And he will be the supreme ruler. No one can defeat him. Who can defeat the Supreme Lord? No one can defeat him. He will get all this training, his marriage will happen, and at the age of 32, the actual activity will begin. What will be the activity? He will be on a horse, and the horse name is Anyone knows? Devadatta. He'll be sitting on a horse, white horse, Devadatta, with a sword in the hand, very beautifully dressed. For 20 years, he'll go around the entire planet, killing all those people who are against Vedic Dharma. Now you can imagine, maximum population will be killed. Kalki is going to do that. Our Lord is very amazing. He will bless the devotees and kill the demons. Yes. Blessing the devotees is straightforward blessing. Killing the demons is a hidden blessing. Because when the Lord kills a demon, so at that time, the demons, they get higher destination. They go to Brahma Jyoti. They go to Brahman. Therefore, it is described, those Mayavadis who aspire to go to Brahman, they are actually enemies of the Lord. Because the enemies of the Lord and Mayavadis, they get the same destination. Something like that. It is described that he will go around with a big army of horses, chariots, elephants. This was very astonishing. Surrounded by hundreds and thousands of spiritually purified Brahmanas. And Brahmanas armed with weapons. I was thinking, Brahmanas armed with weapons. So very nicely it is described, these weapons will be the weapons invoked by mantras. Just by the invocation of mantras, these weapons will be invoked. And he will go around doing wonderful service. It is described, he'll continue to reside at Sambhala, but go around to different places. And he'll kill various different personalities. After completing this, what will Kalki do? He'll reside in Shambhal village or that place. That place will be very, very opulent. And I was very astonished to read this. There's a Purana called Kalki Purana. He'll live there for 1,000 years, it seems, with his 2 concerts. And that place, whoever leaves the body in that place, they'll go to the eternal place of Kalki in Vaikuntha. That place will be very, very auspicious. And also it is described very beautifully that when the time came for Kalki to go back to the spiritual world, so that time all Devi Devatas, they started offering prayers. Because they are the ones who remind the Lord you have to come down, and they are the ones who remind the Lord you have to go back. So this is the service of demigods. So they'll do that. So it is described that when the demigods came, they started offering prayers. Lord himself said, I have a desire to go back to Vaikuntha. So immediately, Kalki, he called his 4 sons. He distributed the entire planet to them. And then he left the kingdom. Or he was about to leave the kingdom. Again, one point, when Lord appears, so many people become devotees. And Lord is so merciful and so beautiful and so attractive that who would like to go away from him? So when Lord decided to leave the place, everyone were in great sorrow, great pain. They're begging and praying that please don't leave. But after hearing the prayers of all the devotees, seeing their tears, you know what Lord did? Lord left the place. He's Swarat. No one can hold him. He left the place. He started for the forest. He and his 2 wives, Padmavati and Rama, they started. And it is described that they went towards Himalayan mountains. And there, very beautiful. So on the banks of Ganga, in front of the 2 concerts and some sages, Lord assumed his beautiful 4-handed form, the Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. And from that place, the Lord disappeared within his beautiful form. And it is described that same form that is seen in Vaikuntha, that was manifested here. And those fortunate souls who were there around, they were able to see this place. Now the question comes, Satyug ka kya ho gaya? Kalki chalegi? What happened to Satyug? There are 2 personalities who are still there. One from Chandravansh and one from Suryavansh. They're still there doing tapasya. One personality's name is Maru and another personality's name is Devapi. So these 2 personalities will take over the entire world at that time. Dharma and Satyuga personified will go around the entire earth, very happy. on the order of Kalki. And these two personalities will become the king, and they are the ones who will execute their duties of protecting the people. There's a very beautiful description from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam further describes that after all of the devious and fake kings have been killed, the remaining residents of the towns and cities will smell the breezes that carry the sacred aroma of Lord Sandalwood paste and decorations, and their minds will then become spiritually purified. So you can imagine maximum personalities will be killed. So that situation will be very, very dirty. Yes. But still, by the presence of the Lord, the fragrance from his body will make them very purified and very peaceful. When the Supreme Being appears in their hearts in the form of pure goodness, the remaining citizens will abundantly repopulate the earth. So now the population of the earth will be refilled. But now, how it will be refilled? By people in pure goodness. As of now, why the Kali Yuga population is degrading? Because the existing people are in ignorance. Therefore, the progeny that they're begetting is in ignorance. That's the problem. Just imagine, pure goodness. With this appearance of Lord Kalki, Satya Yuga will begin again, and the remaining humans will produce children in goodness, Sattva Guna. Thus, when the moon, so this is when the Satya Yuga begins, when the moon, the sun, the Jupiter are all in the constellation of Cancer or Kartikeya, and together enter the lunar mansion of Pushya, so this is all astrology. That is when the age of Satya Yuga will begin. Many times people ask, how will Satya Yuga begin? This is how it will begin. And also another description from Padma Purana and Brahma Vaivarta Purana. I'll just read, I have it here. Reaching at this stage, there will be an end of Kali Yuga in which the truth and the tapas, austerity for spiritual insight, would re-emerge completely, together with dharma. At that point in time, the Brahmanas will perform their tapasya. So again, Satya Yuga is known for tapasya. So tapasya will begin. They will be extremely religious and well-versed in the Vedic knowledge. In every household, there will be again chaste ladies devoted to the religion. There will be regional kings who will be devoted to their own dharma, devoted to Brahmanas, as well as glorious, devoted to dharma, and will be performing always good deeds and activities. So Brahmanas will become proper, Kshatriyas will become proper, Vaishyas will engage themselves in commerce and will be devoted to the Brahmanas and religion. So they will do proper business without cheating. Shudras also will be quite meritorious, devoted to dharma and adore the Brahmanas. So Shudras at that time will be very, very glorious because they'll be serving the Brahmanas, Kshatriyas and others. And in this way, they'll perform a lot of yajna of Vishnu. They'll be Vaishnavas, always reciting the name of Lord Vishnu and devoted to the Lord. And they'll be well versed in all the Vedic scriptures. And therefore, Krita Yuga will be influenced only by dharma and there will be no particle of adharma. This is the verdict given in the scriptures. So this is how Satya Yuga will manifest. Abhi to lekin Satya Yuga hai nahi. It's all nice to hear. Yes. But we are still supposed to cross that huge dark phase of Kali Yuga, which is going to last very, very long. Therefore, when we hear all these descriptions, one thing has to be very clear. Already we are seeing glimpses of Kali Yuga here and there. And anyways, we are on the right path now. We'll go towards that. Yes. Surely, as what is described in Srimad Bhagavatam. One thing that every devotee should meditate on is, in 10,000 years, bhakti is going to increase. Anyways. So first and foremost that the devotee should do is assist in increasing the cult of devotional service. This is very, very important. Help people to become devotees. More and more people to become devotees. Already it is going to happen, but we will do it, we will get the credit. So we should be very intelligent in this case. So just by participating in the mission, which is anyways going to happen, we can become glorious. This is one thing that we can do. Second is, let's not wait for 10,000 years to get over. Anyone interested to take darshan of Kalki? It's going to be disastrous, I'm telling you. To have that desire also. Yes. One thing is very clear that in this 10,000 years, many people will be able to attain Goloka Vrindavan. After that, it will be very difficult. Because chanting of the holy names will be at its peak in these 10,000 years. And any ISKCON devotee who is practicing bhakti nicely does not go back home back to Godhead this life. You know where they will go? Huh? Heaven, sure. Heaven, yes. It's described that those devotees who practice bhakti nicely and are not able to go back home back to Godhead, they'll go to Swarga. And Swarga, there you live a long life. And that long life is given a number that is 10,000 years. I don't know if it's a boon or it's a bane, I don't know. But any devotee goes there, 10,000 years the devotee will stay there. Devotee will enjoy Ramba, Urvashi, Menaka dancing and Somras and the entire atmosphere. Ready everyone? No? It'll be amazing. But the only problem is, with every sip of Somras and with every step of these celestial beings there, our punya will go on reducing. And after 10,000 years of lifespan there, what will happen? You have to come back to the same place here. And people here will be waiting with swords in the hand and bullet gun in the hand, and they'll say, welcome. On a serious note, think about coming to this place again when there are no devotees. No ISKCON center will also be there. It will all be destroyed. Books will be destroyed. Devotees will not be there. Because this tilak itself will make the demons feel angry and kill the person. This tilak will become a problem later. So people will not put tilak. All that will take place. People run away here and they're all devotees. Can you imagine at that time if you take birth? What's the point? What will happen? Just think. What will happen? Therefore, I always say that now, I don't know how we took birth in this golden age. Did we plan? Anyone? I don't know. How this happened, I don't know. How we took birth in this golden age. Somehow we have taken birth in golden age. That too, before Prabhupada, I don't know what would have happened. What would have happened to us. Because after Prabhupada, we have taken birth. Yes. And now when things are all set, where there's a huge platform to practice bhakti with such amazing devotees, one thing that every single devotee should take a vow is, this very life I want to make it. Back home, back to Godhead. But going back home, back to Godhead is anyway simple, no? What do you say? No, very simple. Almost like eating some halwa that is going to be served today after the program. It's not easy. For sure, it's not easy. But one thing that every devotee can do is invest maximum time in Krishna consciousness every day. Maximum time. At least 8+ hours. Possible, eh? Prabhu is saying it's possible. Others? Only 8+ hours, not much. 8+. Huh? Concession. Kalki gives better concession. No, actually it's a fact. Just think, we are so contaminated. If we don't invest enough time in Krishna consciousness, enough time in bhakti, we will not be able to advance in bhakti. And we are in a setup. Yesterday only one devotee was asking in the Bhakti Shastri class that okay, we are talking about mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. And currently mode of ignorance is at the great height. That's the base for everyone. And we are staying amongst demons. So the devotee's question was, how will we devotees stay in the association of all these demons? Yes. Then immediately another Mataji asked a question. That Prabhuji, we are doing bhakti. And then we go to office. And there we have to become like them. And again we come back. And again, now we try to purify ourselves. This is what is going on. What to do? See, one thing is very clear. That we have to fly our own plane. We cannot give reason. We cannot give reason saying time nahi hai. Many people, newcomers give reason. No, time nahi hai. Ek mala karne ko time nahi hai. Can you imagine? Here at least I see many devotees standing 16 rounds. There are people saying for one round they don't have time. So can you imagine that in this time of Kali Yuga where the mode of ignorance is the base and the heart is filled with contamination, if our bhakti is not intense, how will the heart be cleansed? How will we attain that pure state of pure goodness? And how will we be able to attain Krishna Prema? How is that possible? Right? Therefore, I always request the devotees, one thing that after hearing all these different descriptions, one thing that all of us can surely aspire for is somehow or the other I want to get purified in this life. And purification will happen surely in the association of devotees. Because in the Sangha of devotees only bhakti can grow. So in the association of devotees, the bhakti will grow. And as the bhakti grows, the person will be able to attain the higher destination. This should be the vow. I want to always be with devotees and I want to practice the regulative principles very strictly. And this very life, I want to attain eternal service of Krishna without any chance or without any circumstance of taking chance. And we can always pray to Prabhupada. I heard Prabhupada has got a backdoor key of Golok. Have you all heard about it? But that's only for his disciples. Don't think he'll open backdoor for you. But one thing is there, I was contemplating that if you become qualified and go from the front door, don't you think Prabhupada will be happy? Yes. So at least for the pleasure of Guru Parampara, if not to escape from Kali Yuga symptoms, at least to please the Guru Parampara, if you can make it back home back to God at this life, that will be a great, great, great pleasure for them. Every single personality in Guru Parampara will be pleased. Because many times people ask, how should we please the entire Guru Parampara? Just go back home. They'll be happy. They'll be pleased. So therefore, at the end note, the only thing that I would like to say is that now there is a platform, now there is an opportunity. In future, we don't know if we'll get. And with only one goal, to please Srila Prabhupada and the previous Acharyas, if you can take up bhakti intensely and do it properly, surely Krishna Prem will be the treasure that will be awarded to all of us. And that treasure, before dying, we should be able to distribute it to others. Let many, many people in the age of Kali get the treasure of Krishna Prem and go back home back to God. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki, Kalki Bhagwan ki.